Preparations to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi are currently underway in Bhutan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on an official two-day visit to the Himalayan nation. 10 MOUs are slated to be signed between the two neighbours in fields like education, among others. Prime Minister Modi is slated to arrive at Bhutan's Paro International Airport around 11 a.m. this morning, following which he will head to the Semtoka Dzong. He will also be accorded the Guard of Honour. At the Dzong, the Prime Minister will meet the King of Bhutan and the Prime Minister of the Himalayan state as well.
Introduction of LPG as cooking fuel in the country in 1930.
PM Modi is coming from India, so we are very happy to receive him. And then till now, India and Bhutan, we are having good relationship. So I want our relationship should be continue, like more stronger than this.
10 MOUs will be signed between the two countries, and there will be 5 inaugurations. The two sides will discuss the full range of bilateral relations. The two sides will also discuss international issues and regional issues of common concern. Bhutan has fully supported India in the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, they have recognized that this is purely an internal matter of India.
Right, so Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on a two-day official visit to Bhutan. He will be arriving in the Himalayan nation in a short while from now. He is, of course, expected to sign 10 MOUs with Bhutan. Bhutan and India have shared very close and friendly ties for a long time now. The Prime Minister will, of course, be accorded a ceremonial welcome and a Guard of Honour upon his arrival. He will meet with the King of Bhutan first before, of course, progressing to meet with the Prime Minister of Bhutan. So there is expected to be a press statement as well, which will be made by the two Prime Ministers, which will, of course, happen a little later in the day as well. The Prime Minister will, in fact, be heading back to India later tomorrow evening. There will be an audience which the Prime Minister will have with His Majesty the 4th Druk Gyalpo as well, which will be his final engagement before a banquet dinner is hosted by the Prime Minister of Bhutan in honor of the visiting dignitary. My colleague, our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan, is also joining me live now. Geeta, give us a sense of how significant this visit is.
Well, it is a very important visit, Paulami, given the fact that when Prime Minister Narendra Modi made his first journey after taking office to Maldives and Sri Lanka, the Foreign Minister of India, Jaishankar, had visited Bhutan as his first country of choice. That's how important Bhutan is. Given the geostrategic position, given the old ties, traditionally we've seen in the past mostly prime ministers, after having won election and taking oath of office, normally have gone to Bhutan as their first country of visit. But this time around, the Prime Minister wanted to send out a message when it comes to the Indian Ocean region, and that's the reason why he chose Maldives. Having said that, this was long overdue. 70 years of diplomatic ties between India and Bhutan is what we celebrated last year, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi was actually, Paulami, was to go to Bhutan for the celebrations of the 70 years of diplomatic ties between India and Bhutan. That couldn't happen because of various reasons, and is the reason why we see this important visit taking place, wherein there are going to be very many important launches. Rupee is one such launch that is going to take place. Hydroelectric power projects is a focus for India and Bhutan and will continue to remain so. And in terms of the historical ties that both the countries have, we will be seeing more people-to-people exchange, more programs between the two countries, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, like you rightly pointed out, will be having a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister, sharing, but also will be calling on the Vice President and then the King, not just the 5th King, but also the 4th King.
Right, Geeta, stay on with us because we'll, of course, want your inputs on this following story as well from the United Nations, in fact.